dear friend, Mr. Merriam. Please forgive my last message where I mistakenly thought that Merriam was your first name. I've since learned that Webster is not your last name, but your lifelong dictionary partner. I do hope that the Supreme Court legalizes gay marriage so that he can take your name and simplify the name of your dictionary. Speaking of name changes, I would like to speak to you today about explosives. First off, they are awesome. I'm not stupid. I know that you didn't invent them. You only invented the word we use to describe them. But if you ever have the chance to set off a stick of dynamite, I think you'll agree with me that whoever did invent it deserves a Nobel Prize. Quick word of advice. No matter how cool you think it'll look, do not hold a stick of dynamite in your teeth, even a small stick. Sure, it may make your friends laugh for about 57 seconds, but then you'll end up with a nickname like Slackjaw Johnson. Seriously, just ask my friend, Slackjaw Johnson. He's hilarious. As you know from your dictionary, an explosive is defined as an explosive substance. Okay, let's just stop here for a minute. Really? Your entire job is to make definitions for words, and the best you could come up with was the kindergarten explanation of, well, does it explode? Great, then it's definitely an explosive. That is almost as miserable as the meaningless acronyms you came up for said explosives. ANFO, TNT, C4, in excess, KMFDM. Excuse me a minute, Mr. Merriam. Oh. Okay. Well, I was just informed by a gay football coach that those last two were actually 80s bands. So, although I wish they had been blown up, strike those from my complaint. Seriously though, explosives equal explosives? Did you come up with that one at 4:59 on a Friday, 2 margaritas into a 3-day dictionary weekend? One job, Mr. Merriam. You had one job. Yes, I know you also publish a thesaurus. Next time, I suggest you use it. The thing is, if you really think about it, an explosive is really only an explosive after it has exploded. Before that moment, it really is just an object that is, more likely than not, but not definitely, an explosive. It's like war. No matter how much you say you're at war, you aren't, unless you actually start killing people. Sorry, North Korea. P.S. Killing your own people doesn't count. Likewise, let's say hypothetically you're in the middle of a Roman candle firework fight with a friend who's missing his lower jaw due to a freak dynamite accident. And his Roman candle does not light. I would argue that it isn't a Roman candle at all. It's something between an unpredictably dangerous cardboard tube and a rolled newspaper painted to look like a Roman candle because, well, you're too smart to let your friend who blew his own face off shoot an actual Roman candle at you. Since we've established that explosives aren't actually explosives until they explode, and explosives destroy themselves at the point of explosion, and the prefix X means former, I think we can both agree that prior to ignition, explosives would be more accurately referred to as plosives. So, a bomb, for instance, would go 3 plosive, 2 plosive, 1 explosive. I look forward to seeing this change represented in your dictionary's next edition. Actively yours, Ichabod Forte, Director of International Policy Manipulation, the Institute of Knowledge and Human Hygiene.